Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to day trading, you're an individual. One of the biggest problems that I see on Wall Street is that people are trying to tell you what you should do while having absolutely no clue what you are good at and you are bad at. It's very hard to sell something if you're looking to help someone as an individual. It's very easy when you're throwing it into the crowd. Never put the key to your success and happiness in anybody's pocket. You see, because life is like, was it a box of chocolates? No? All right. Life is like a camera. Focus on what is important, capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if things don't work out, take another shot. We're going to go over some psychology. We're going to answer live emails. We're going to donate to charity. I am Mark Melnick. This is the Newsbeat Show. All right. Thank you for reading this. I am not a psychologist, a motivational speaker, a doctor, nor, unfortunately for myself, not an NBA player either. Thank you so much for reading that disclaimer. So, first we had an awesome open house. I got to spend time with so many of you. And even though you do have very little time to sign up, there's a link in the description, info at t3live.com, if you're interested in signing up for the open house. I wanted to do cheers. Thank you to everybody in the open house. You guys know who you are. Step up to the table, help each other, be there for each other. I want to give you guys a toast. I love you guys. So many traders. Oh, the following Newsbeat show has been brought to you by Johnny Walker Blue. Overpriced alcohol, but tastes good. You know, if you're not willing, I just feel like people just want somebody to put the magic answer in their pocket. As a trader, people want to just take an answer and say, you know what, I'm just going to apply what this person told me. I don't have to put in work. They're going to tell me everything where I can enter, where I can stop, where I can take profit. They're going to tell me the names they're doing within. It sounds like it's impossible to lose. It's a no-brainer. You could still be the lazy schmuck that you are, or work hard at doing the wrong thing because you're not lazy, and still achieve the results of 98% of others, which is losing money. You see, the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. I want to show you a new way of thinking. I will teach it to it. I will teach that to you over time. I'm going to resonate with you. And if you're willing to learn, you're going to be in good shape. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. It is that simple. I know this because I know I might be, just you might be looking at, and by might be, I mean definite effingly, you might be looking at the person who has the ability to help the majority of people around them in an industry where 98% of people fail. And I know that sounds really cocky, but I'm not cocky. I'm not cocky, quite the opposite. All I'm actually coming here and telling you is that I want to show you what you do best. That's all I want. I want to help take you on that journey because I admit you're an individual. I admit that everything that that person does might not be what you need to do, not might be not what she needs to do, he needs to do, it needs to do, your pet parakeet needs to do. Your life is not going to magically change and get better by chance. It gets better by change. And my goal always is to be better than I was yesterday, to improve myself, to enrich my life. I am running my own race. I compete with no one but myself, but I take others around me to encourage me on my journey because that is the only way I'm going to get to where I am. Your life will only get better when you do work on yourself The rest will follow. I'm going to teach you how to do work on yourself the proper way. Because let's face it, if you're doing the wrong, some of you are listening, Mark, I spend so many hours trying to learn to trade. I study, I do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. You're doing all the wrong shit, son. I hate to break you the effing news. You want to fly a plane? Kicking a soccer ball is not going to help you do that, even if you do it for 16 hours a day. Some people make your life better by walking into it, while other people will make your life better by walking out of it. I need to show you how to get rid of that negative, toxic, those negative people in your life, and I want to walk right into it, and I want to show you how your life can actually be better. Because your attitude plus your choices equal your life. And if we could fix your attitude and you could make the right choice here, that could be your life going forward. Really powerful, powerful words, Monica. You're just you're the best. You can't do whatever the f you want because you're a day trader. You can't do whatever the f you want because you're a day trader. You've got to have rules that you live by. And one of mine is always say yes. Put yourself in danger of something amazing happening to you. Otherwise, you will never get there. You will never get there. And one day, your life is going to flash before your eyes. Make sure it's worth watching. Make sure when at some point when you look back at your life, you're going to say, I did everything I could to achieve what I wanted, as opposed to half assing it every step of the effing way. The power you have to be the best version of yourself that you can be so you can create a better life for yourself. You understand? You have to do everything. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you know how many people quit smoking because of me? You know how many people quit drinking and maybe only do it once a week on the fireside because of me? I don't want you to have everything easy. You could attest to smoking. I help you quit smoking, Steph. You know how many in you too, George? Exactly. Started drinking organic coffees. I don't, I'm not claiming that everything's going to be easy for you. I don't even want you to pray for it. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Because once you have that inner strength and I build you up psychologically where you are a fortified castle, nothing in the world will ever stop you. The direction you go, I'm going to put you in that right direction. Direction is so much more important than speed. Many are going nowhere fast in this market. And sometimes it takes a good fall right on your caboozle to really know where you stand. How many people can relate with what I'm about to say right now? You ever realize sometimes when you get too happy, something bad always happens? You ever notice that when you get like, oh, like you're so excited, something bad happens? You notice that? You know why that is, right? Because at that moment, you're somebody in which that you want to be, but you didn't do the complete quest to get there. And I know I'm a little World of Warcrafting you guys now, but it's almost like when you jump in the air over a pool and you feel like you're flying, and it feels good. You're jumping in there and you feel that rush of the wind on your body. And then you fall your ass right into a pool, right? You have learned a lot of things in this market which are just complete lies. And not only are they lies, they are destroying you. The methodologies people teach, the enter here, the exit here, the take profit there. I show you why gurus make money off of that bullshit. You have learned a lot of things in which you have to unlearn. You see, some people have this idea, the more like They almost think of like the movie or the show or whatever of the person in the library reading every book, and there's shelves 20 feet high that they need ladders to get to the top books at. The knowledge you learn in the market can destroy you. Knowledge is only good if it's good knowledge, which is why you always have to have an open mind. Because if you really want to change your trading, the secret to it, the secret of this change, is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old of what you knew, but building on something completely new. And if you're able to do something like that, you can and will get to that next level. Your life as a trader can still be beautiful, meaningful, fun, fulfilling, even if things don't turn out the way you planned. You might have not have planned in tripping into something. I believe things happen for a reason. I really do. I believe things happen for a reason. I don't believe this world is full of chaos and randomness. I think we attract the good in which we try to attract, and if we're assholes, it eventually comes back upon us. I will stick with you towards the end. I will fight with you tooth and nail. If you don't want your help, don't take me for granted because unlike other a-holes who just want you to swipey your credit card, I'm not afraid to walk away. I'd give my time to somebody who wants it. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Life, all the things in life that you're thinking, all the good and bad emotions are just a temporary state of your mind. So don't let them permanently destroy your life. You might be going through a hard time. I am telling you, I can relate with that. I can relate with all the negativity of trading, the depression, the horrible thoughts. Some people have suicidal thoughts. Something, you know what? One of the things that nobody likes to talk about, some people fantasize about bad things happening to them when they're losing money as a trader. It is one of the most horrible feelings in the world, and I can relate with that because I was that person and I went through it too. And sharing my emotions and the things that hurt me doesn't make me weak. It's an expression of strength because I understand it, I admit it, and I am going to show you exactly how I overcame it. Life is tough. You have people around you who are depending on you, people who just want you to do the best things for yourself and for them and to take care of them. You know, just I guess in life in general, you should really learn to love criticism because it makes you strong. Not criticize, not being like an a-hole and like just putting you down, but just positive, constructive criticism. It's a very important thing. And I'd rather have you do the right thing for a day than do the stupid thing your whole life. It's better to be a lion for a day than a sheep your whole life. And your life, believe me, does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. And I want to be that change in your life. I want to crack you through that shell. And too often, people ask, what's the point of this, Tony Robbins Melnick? Too often, we underestimate the power of someone reaching out, a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, an honest assessment, the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. And that is something I learned. Because if you're a struggling trader, you're not having many friends right now. You're not having many friends right now who are supporting what you're doing. Everything you've ever wanted in trading is on the other side of fear. In between you and what you want is a wall of fear, and if you conquer that wall, trading is not a difficult job anymore. It used to be difficult. It used to be difficult when I didn't know what the hell was going on. Now, at this point, trading is not hard. The hard part of trading is over. I had to just conquer my mindset. After that, I could do any strategy and make money. It's just like, hey, what the hell am I going to do? It really, it sounds cocky or conceited. It isn't. It's honest. I mean, just ask the people around you in the Newsbeat live room who are consistently profitable traders. Is trading hard? Really isn't. I mean, yeah, sometimes you lose and sometimes you win, but being consistent overall is not that hard. And that is why these people had the power and conviction and made their own decision to quit whatever day jobs they're happening to become full-time traders and follow their dreams. The happiness and success of your life and your trading depends on the quality of your thoughts. And if you keep looking towards the light, looking towards the right direction, you keep your face towards the sunshine, you're never going to see a shadow. And if you sit there and you worry too much about the future, you're going to miss the present and you're going to miss the opportunities that are right in front of you. And sometimes the smallest decisions can change your life forever. Do you guys want to know what one of those small decisions are that could just change your life forever? You want to know what it is? I'll show you what it is. All you have to do is write an email to info@t3live.com. And just put in the subject, Newsbeat Live Save Me. So you could take advantage of a deep discount in our room. So many people sign up. They're going to pay full price. Don't pay full price. I mean, T3 prefers it. I'm citing T3 is like, Melnick, stop that. They're going to sign up anyway. Make them pay the full price through the website. Don't sign up through the website. Info@t3live.com if you're interested in joining. And put in the subject, Newsbeat Live Save Me for a deep discount. Or you could just say, I don't like Mark's face, and you'd probably still get a discount. I don't know. Just whatever. Put whatever subject you want. Email info@t3live.com. How about we go through live emails? But before we go through live emails, we are going to highlight the charity we're going to be donating to, a primarily playful foundations. And what they do is they raise money for kids to change their lives, to teach them life skills to orphans and other youth through games, to help get people off their screen by putting them in playful events that bring communities together. They raise money for a Kickstarter year where they go to places like Davis, Ghana, and Kyrgyzstan. They help youth, they help people experiencing homelessness, and they bring them together and they try to uplift them from the community. This is going to be who we donate today. If you're interested in donating to a primarily playful foundation, you can go to their website, a primarily playful foundation.org, and there's a link in the website. And I say we hit them up right now before we get into the Q&A. What do you guys think of that? You guys down with that? Let's do this shit. All right, I hit donate. I was talking before, like, I'll tell you right now, one-time donation or other monthly fundraiser, 30 a month, super fundraiser, super duper fundraiser. Uh, as long as they don't mail me. I do not want this place to send me a letter in the mail asking for money. I'll give them a lot of money, but I don't want them to ask me for money because I don't want them to ask me for money because I'm telling you, like when I go through my mail, honestly, like I'm humbled and honored that I can help. It's annoying as F. It's annoying as F because they're sitting there and they're just asking for donations again. And I'm sitting there like, I gave you thousands of dollars. Leave me the F alone. I don't want to have a beer with you. I don't want to have a play date with you. Just leave me the F alone. I'll give money again in the future. Just leave me alone. And I sit there, and my mailbox has like 15 letters from wounded warriors and children and this and that and this and that. I'm just sitting there. Honestly, I feel bad. I don't want you to waste your money. I throw it in the garbage. I don't even open it because I know what you guys are going to ask. I know I continue donating to you, and you think I'm donating to you because you're sending me these annoying mail letters in the mail, but really all it does is waste my money because I have to throw your shit in the garbage and I have to buy more garbage bags. Stop sending me your effing letters. Stop trying to pitch me because I decided to step out and do something good to you. And I'm going to donate a lot of money. Don't want all my credit card information showing. Bam! Take that shit. There we go. Enjoy. My phone's going nuts now. You sent $1 zillion to a primarily playful foundation. Honestly, not many people can spell primally. How many of you knew it had two L's? Anyway, I hope they do the best for the kids. Nothing but love. Interested in joining? Deals end tonight. You can still get them because it's technically not there yet. Let's go through your emails. All right, these are live emails. What I do is I'm a scumbag, so I delete all the people having problems. And anybody who's doing good, I share it with you and act like that's what every single person around me does. Hi Mark. Hi. I really enjoyed your room this week. I watched one of your videos that you stressed taking no heat once in a trade. Your comment was to get rid of it immediately if it goes against you. That is almost impossible to do. No, it is not. It is not impossible to do. You just don't know how to do it. And I am going to explain to you how to do it. Are you really saying that you take entries with a stop at one or two ticks? What the F is a tick? What is the year? 1999? There is no. You mean if it goes up or down a penny or a dime or 20 cents? How about we don't base it on a tick? How about you base your trade chronologically? And I can't legally tell you what to do. You guys read the disclaimer. I'm just some crazy guy drinking his Johnny Walker trying to have a good time. It pretty much it's not always like this, and there is no always answer. You see, as traders, I think people really want that always answer. Enter here, stop here, take profit here. We all know that's a scam. We all know that doesn't work for 98% of the people around them, especially if you're scalping. It's even more of a scam than if you're swinging, but that's another story. We all know that doesn't work for the masses. So what do? You buy a trade. Where's your stop? Where's your take? What do you do? Like, Mark, I need some guidance here. I like to base my stops chronologically and monetarily. So I actually have two forms of a stop in simultaneously. Mark, chronologically, you're pulling out your Webster's. Um, it's based on time and it's based on not feeling pain. So you buy a stock. If that thing isn't working for you in 3, 4, 5 seconds, I'll chuck it. But Mark, you're not giving it any room. What if it keeps running up and you miss this massive move that shoots up to the sky because the stock just went against you 25 cents and you should have given it more room and you should have said stop over there and take profit over there and then. Do you realize the psychological damage that you go through when you're sitting there looking at a trade? So think of stories, but I'd rather just stick with the science. So there's a trader. There's a trader. He buys the stock at $10 and he has a stop at 9.50. And it's made up scenario. And he has a take profit of $12. Of $12. It's the most beautiful risk reward. And not only that, you could use the bottom of a candlestick. It's genius, and the stock goes up, it goes down, and oh my God, it's very easy. Just go ahead, you enter here, and you stop all the way down here, and your take profit. And nobody here knows how to draw a trend line for whatever reason, and nobody in the industry really does it well because they only do trend lines left to right. And that is an incorrect way to algorithmically draw trend lines, meaning the black boxes and robots don't really follow that completely. To some degree, yes, but it's a very newbie way of doing it. It's like somebody who sucks at video games and they're trying to teach you how to play. So like pretty much like right over here is your take profit level. Right over here. Those are always the ones who are commenting on what you're doing wrong. It's like, bro, you suck at this game. Like, why are you even telling me shit? Right there's your entry point. And right over there is your stop loss. So over here, you're going to take a big L. Over here, you're going to enter. And over here, you're going to take profit. That's what you want me to tell you. I know you do. But you see, the thing is, I really don't think that you are Nostradamus. You can hold a trade if you think it could keep running. I get it. I know what you're talking about. I'm not completely delusional. But here's the problem. Let's say, this entry here is $10 and the stop loss here is 9.50 and your beautiful take profit is $11. Do you realize what happens, ladies and gentlemen? Well, after you enter this trade at that level, when you enter it right here and the stock goes like this, you know what happens, and it keeps going. I know what the industry is going to tell you. I mean, it's brown for a reason because it turns your brain into shit. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing of which is happening. You are suffering so much psychological toxicity, attention. You're going to have trouble focusing elsewhere. You're going to be missing other things that are happening because you are in this stupid trade. So the solution in the industry, what they do is because nobody in the industry has good timing. Everybody has the timing of a shit for brains. Nobody can time this shit consistently. They'll time this, they'll miss this. The only difference is you have to admit that. You have to admit the strategies they're teaching you can't time it. So what these people do is they'll take 20, 30, 40 trades and they'll sit back and they'll wait for them to pan out. And they have shit timing. So to make up for shit timing, sometimes you'll take call spreads or put spreads, you'll short, you'll take, quasi longs and you'll short calls against them because you have no timing. You don't understand the concept of timing. You could look at the chart, we could all agree it looks bullish at that point using whatever you're using, but the timing is non-existent. So if the timing is non-existent over here, even if your P&L is positive, even if after you buy it, the stock goes up here, but doesn't take your take profit, it's chilling at $10.30 and you're up money and you're sitting there watching and you're watching your P&L go doo, 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 doo. You are suffering psychological toxicity. You are more likely to blow up at some point in the future because of this trade and because of the endurance. You know what it's like? You know what it's like when you do this, when you hold a trade? It's almost like that thing where it's like, just hold anything like your cell phone, right? Just hold it and just hold it like this and stick your arm out like this. You could do it. You'd be like, Mark, it's no problem. All right, do it for 5 minutes. Do it for 10 minutes. Do it for 15 minutes. Do it for 20 minutes. Your arm is like, oh, what the hell are you doing to me, bro? Or sis. Oh my God, it hurts so much. Let go. and your arm will go numb, it'll go through shooting pains, and you'll drop it. The same thing is happening to your brain. Your brain just doesn't have any nerve endings, so you can't feel the pain it's going through. But what's actually happening is you're actually loading. Your brain's actually getting scientifically, very slightly, very low measurably. It's getting larger, your brain, when you're actually doing this in a bad way because it's the amygdala in your brain. It's about the size of a walnut. Most traders probably have amygdalas. My guess is about the size of 4 walnuts. People with large amygdalas, people who come out of military and day traders, and people with very psychologically toxic jobs. Those are the people who come out with extremely large amygdalas. And what's happening is that's the point that stores everything negative that's happening to you. And it's trying to protect you, ironically. It's one of the ancient parts of the human brain. You stick your finger in a socket as a kid, you look like Albert Einstein, you look like Don King. That's going to store up in your amygdala. So what you're doing there is you're torturing your amygdala when you're doing this shit. Okay? You're doing it. So how do you combat that? Nobody in the industry has an answer because there is no timing. You buy something, you're giving it this much risk, and you're looking for that this much risk, that much profit. I mean, that's considered the gold standard of the industry. But that doesn't work for the majority of people, in my experience. Is it working for you? You know how many people are telling me they're taking, people who are sharing their trade entries and exits and they just are losing money? How's that even possible? You have a guru saying, I'm going to share with you everything I'm doing. How are 98% of the people losing if they know exactly where the guru is entering, exactly where the guru is exiting, everything the guru is doing? How's that even possible? They should either all make if the guru makes or all lose if the guru loses if they're taking all the trades, right? Because it doesn't work. It's a scheme. It's a scam. It's both. It's a scheme and a scam. You want to know? Do you want to know why it's a scheme and a scam? You want to see with your own eyes? Okay. Imagine I'm Scammy Guru. And what I want to do is I want to show my followers this methodology. So what I'm going to do is because I know everybody and hundreds of people around me are trained to buy the stock at $10, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy in right here at 9.95. I'm going to buy in right over here at 9.95. And I'm going to expose the scam. And I know there's some scammy guru out there stuttering over his own words with his boyfriend and his mistress right next to his side, you know, getting his armpits waxed, getting angry at this right now because I'm exposing him for the bullshit scumbag of the universe that he is. So, what scumbag of the universe does, it's like Masters of the Universe, like He-Man, except it's a scumbag of the universe. What they'll do is they'll buy at 9.95 because they know everybody has to buy at 10. Otherwise, he would have to put his trigger at 9.95. So he buys at 9.95. What happens here is everybody is trying to buy at 10, which means not everybody's going to get filled at 10. What happens over here is the bar blips up, and they usually do it on small cap names. They're not doing it on Apple, on Tesla, on Amazon, on Google. No, they're not doing it on real names. They're doing it on these small little shit names all the time. And again, I understand their place, but I'm saying 90% or more of the names they trade are these little sub 10, sub $20 shit names because they're easier for them to make money on this, and this is how they make their money. You asked, I'm teaching you, and I'm showing you why it's a scam, and I'm showing you why I do it, and I'm going to teach you, going back to the original email, everything that I'm talking about has to do with this email. But if you don't understand why I'm saying what I'm saying, it will never resonate with you. Then the stock bounces up to 10.15, bounces up to $10.15. But that's not $11. You're risking tonight, so you risked 50 cents to make 15 cents. You're not accepting that. That's not what you're supposed to do. That's not what you paid thousands of dollars for a fallacy of education to do. So what F-Face did over here is she went ahead and she purchased her shares at 9.95. It jumps to 10.15. she will sell 90% of her position and give the rest, give or take 80%, 75%, the majority of her position, a big chunk of it where she's no longer at any risk. So she'll take these little shit names. She'll go ahead and she'll buy 10, 15,000 shares. She has 15,000 shares at 9.95. It goes up 20 cents. She's up $3,000. She'll sell 80, 90%, 70, whatever the number is. You get the point. It doesn't have to be 80 or 90, the majority to lock in a profit. And then she'll be in the trade with everybody else, whether it goes up or down. And if it keeps going up, she'll make more money. And if it goes down to the stop loss, she'll she'll make money, but not lose like everyone else around her lost. You get it? That's the scam. That is the scam. So what these scam artists do is they like to show how much money they made, but they won't show how many shares they traded in an individual name. Because if people actually saw all the shares they traded in an individual name, it wouldn't make sense. They'd be like, "Huh? Oh, you have a nice P&L. Like, yeah, you made money for sure. I get it. You're a real good trader." So what I do, going back to your question, is I let everybody know exactly what I am looking at and thinking of trading. You hear me say it all the time. I'm not in the trade, and how to front run that level. You see, somebody like me, I'll come in and I will say, you know what? You don't have to enter. You don't have to enter at the black line, but the black line is your breakout. And maybe I'm watching it here. And maybe I'm watching it here and the bar starts going up. And I am telling you that this is the trigger and anyone can buy it in this range. Anybody can have a better price than me. Anybody can have a worse price than me. Anyone could ignore it. And then when it gets to the level and it breaks out, I was the person, admittedly, through my own strategy in which I teach you how to do, buying at that purple line, hoping it breaks through. And you know what happens if it doesn't break through? If it starts going down from here, I chuck it, I'm out. That's how you don't let a stock. When I say don't let a stock go against you, I take losses on these. But I'm not the schmuck sitting here writing it down like this and watching it plummet, suffering psychological toxicity, considering doubling down, tripling down so the pain goes away. I don't have to deal with any of that because that's my weakness. If I am exposed to a trade like that in which I buy at the purple line and it starts going, in this direction here, I'm going to be tempted to double down, triple down. I'm going to have a negative 30, $40,000 day, $50,000 day. I'm gonna be down 5, 10, 15 grand. I'm gonna have huge down days because I'm gonna double in, and I'm eventually not on all of them. Most of them I won't, but I'm gonna double in here and there, and I'm gonna make my money back, or maybe even a little, and I'm gonna start getting really comfortable with that's the way I should make money until one day it just keeps going down and I'm F-worded because that's my weakness. I can't sit there and withstand those red bars. I don't need to. I understand it. Do I have to get better at holding it? Do I have to get my mind stronger at doing that? Or can I just cut it out and say, you can go F yourself. I'm never doing it like that ever. You could go to the moon. I don't care if I sell out before it goes down and then all of a sudden it goes like this and shoots to the moon. That doesn't bother me. I don't look at a stock like it owes me money. I look at a stock where my opinion matters all the time up until I open a position. As soon as I open a position, what I think will happen doesn't matter. What is actually happening is the only thing that matters at that point. So, going back to this, you're saying that is almost impossible to do. No, it isn't, because I'm literally doing left click one button to buy. As soon as I buy, my finger is already ready to sell. Do you sell right away? Maybe, maybe not. When do you hit it? If it's going against me, what if it goes up? Do you sell then? Maybe. I'll hold or sell if it goes up. Well, what if it goes up again? Do you hold or sell there? I don't know. Maybe I'll sell there. Maybe I won't. I don't. I always have the opportunity to decide to hold something if it's going in my favor. I never have the opportunity to hold something if it is continuing to go against me. And that's how you do it. And that's what I mean by that comment. A trade is supposed to work right away. Otherwise, you risk psychological toxicity. So you need a strategy that teaches you how to read stocks that have a good chance to go right away. And that's exactly what I share with you for free. Isn't that lovely of me? Ain't I a swell guy? Um, Next email. Hi, Mark. Thanks for your time. My impression is that your ideas work better with a volume surge versus none. Sure, your ideas work without volume, but it seems they work much better with it. Your ideas? Thanks. My thoughts on these ideas? Yes, I agree with you. They do work better. You tend to get a much better move with elevated volume. Um, you know, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Mechanical question. I have a 67 Chevy Camaro. I think Mechanical question. I think I heard you suggest that we can structure trades to avoid pattern day trading violations. Can you review that? I didn't suggest that. I would never suggest to avoid pattern day trading violations. I'm just saying if you have a cash account, you could do as many trades up until the money in your account with options. You can't do as many stock trades because of how fast it clears. So if you open up a non-margin cash account with $5,000, you could trade $5,000 worth of options every single day, and the next day you'll be able to trade that $5,000 plus or minus whatever you made or lost. That's as far as I know. There's nothing to really review. I would call up your broker and confirm what I'm saying just to be sure. Let's see. Next email. Sup again, Mark. Appreciate you as always. What's your opinion on certain news flows that say unusual option activity? Well, sometimes I talk about unusual option activity. Sometimes you'll have Geronimo talking during ponytail hour of unusual option activity. People are expected to dump XYZ. I don't know what that means. It feels like sometimes it goes the exact opposite of whatever the news says on certain days on bigger names like Tesla. Okay. How long were you watching this news, my brother? I'm serious. Like, how long are you watching it? Sometimes, yeah, not everything works. Just because there's good news or bullish option flow doesn't mean it's going to go up. If it was 100%, that would be great, wouldn't it? I mean, obviously, it's not 100%. And obviously, you're talking from the experience of 5 days of pretty much pulling in lower and sideways in the market. So I guess it depends on the environment you're in as well. Mark, what steps can someone do to address poor trading behavior as a result of post-traumatic stress disorder from fatal trades they've suffered in prior years that have left scars in their confidence and handling of new positions they get into? I'm talking about things like exiting winning trades too early or fear of loss and so forth. Wall Street destroyed you. The fact that you could even use the word exiting winning trades too early. So wait, you're in a winning trade. You're deciding to hold it. Where will your winning trade go next? I'll tell you. Up, down, or sideways, right? Then after it goes up, down, or sideways, what does it do next? Up, down, or sideways, or up, down, and sideways? Or are you just blessed with the power of Captain Hindsight and you could just go ahead and look at the chart and say, this is where I liked it, and I should have sat there and held this son of a bitch all day because it would have just kept going up. And I predict it, you know what? While you're at it, Captain, can you please buy me a lottery ticket? I'm going to give you 90% of the money. I'm just going to keep 10. Captain Hindsight, please tell me which numbers I should play in the lottery. You are suffering post-traumatic stress from Wall Street did this to you. Wall Street did this to you. And you fell victim like many others, just like I did, and that's not your fault. There are people who hold trades better than me. For me personally, I'm similar to you, where I will have scars in my confidence and whatnot from fatal or horrible trades that I've suffered from the past. My thoughts on it is, you know, my thoughts on it is start paper trading new strategies that are positive. Try to get out of them early. You are not psychologically ready to endure the pain of a stock moving sideways. And yes, you might be trading a stock that eventually goes up. And maybe you made 20 cents or 30 cents or a dime or 50 cents or a dollar and it ran up 20 points. You need to build your confidence up before anything. Nothing matters more than that. Um, you have a fear of loss, a fear of exiting trades too early. I have a fear of you building your confidence, which I don't have a fear in you doing that. I would try the free strategies I gave you in a paper trading account and build your confidence from the ground up. Try to believe in the system. Keep watching our psychology videos, which address people that are going through what you're going through right now. And that's what you need to do to build your confidence from the ground up. You can't take what you've done before and say, I'm going to try to make that better. You have to do what you did before, realize that hurt you, and be open minded to accepting a new way. And maybe being open minded will be the benefit of being hurt from before. And that's what you really need. Paper trade the strategies, watch the videos until you can't stand my voice anymore. Watch those free educational videos. Holy shit. Hey Mark, how are you? Thanks for all you do. Two questions for you, wise one. To get access to all the live discussions and you, what service specifically would you have to invest in? Like, is the Bandit course a course, or is it a different private live discussions as well that we wouldn't have access to otherwise? Um, it's a course. It's a recording of a course. The psychological aspect is the only important aspect of it now. Um, which is worth 100 times the entry fee in my opinion, but I'm biased. So to get access to it, ask your trading counselor. It's getting late. Again, if you guys, you're interested in what we do and you're interested at a special rate, which is literally ending momentarily, info at t3live.com. Let us try to change your life. Let us fight for you. Let us try to help you figure out what you do best as a trader. Let you be just another story here of somebody who has become consistently profitable. To the trading questions, I see you go dark for a bit when trading. Do you mean I stop talking? Like I shove a sock down my throat and try to asphyxiate myself and enjoy it simultaneously? Or, do I turn off the lights in my room? Is this to completely focus on trading and not have any distractions, or does it just help? I'm looking for news. I'm looking for technical setups. I might not have it. Having somebody talking in your ear constantly is detrimental to your trading. One of the funny things I noticed at prop firms throughout, I traded prop like 2000, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, whatever it was. Don't remember the exact dates, but I was prop, and I'll tell you, like, you go inside all these prop shops, It's kind of funny. They all have these massive size televisions all around, and it gives it the aura of professionalism. And they're playing CNBC all day. Now I look at it and I'm like, looking around and I'm like, you realize you're hurting every single trader within this firm by leaving that television on? You realize that? No, you don't realize that because you'd rather have an aura of professionalism with large screen TVs, like 10 of them in a big room. That makes you professional because you have CNBC on? Oh, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the power of ponytail during ponytail hour. Otherwise, it's pretty much bullshit. For the most part, I mean, maybe you get a scalp here and there, but it does more damage than good. And if somebody in, I don't go dark. I stop talking because I'm looking for something. And believe me, I'm going to talk like 80% less next week than I did this week because I'm not running an open house and answering specific questions for people. Granted, I'll still do these Q&As and answer all your questions. How do you keep such a clear mind during trading? I know what I'm good at, and I look for it. And I know what other people are, I know how my strategies work, and I call them out. And if I see news, I call it out. I ignore 99.9% of the news stories I hear or read or see. It's just, what's the point? Most of them suck. So a lot of times I'm just sitting and waiting. Silence is golden. Hey Mark, thought we could ask the room what is working in the current environment. We did one of these a few weeks ago. I think I got a lot of positive feedback. I thought it was super helpful. For example, a few weeks ago, I was getting the 5 minute strategies to work better for me than last week. Last week and this week, I did better with the 1 minute and 2 minute stuff. Thank you for all that you do. Really love it here in the room. Been here almost 3 months now. Extremely helpful. Love all of those in the room as well. Really feels like a family. You're damn right, it's a family. So, what are you guys doing? What is your favorite strategy in this environment, ladies and gentlemen? What is it? Mark 1. I like the Mark 1. Chart reset. 2 minute green takes red with a 1 minute portal. I love that, Nealon. I love that too. That's like my 2 minute green takes red on a 21 moving average. I love that too. D'Angelo, love it. Um, Mark 1, love it. I absolutely love it. Mark 5, 2 minute green takes red, love it. Mark 5, I've been liking. Now, again, you might be better at some of these strategies than I am. I'm sure there's a lot of people here who are better at my strategies than I am, just so we're clear. Like, and I'm sure I'm better at some of them than you are. Welcome to life. And I'm fine with that. I want you guys to be the best you can. On the Mark 5, I like portaling. Mark 1 into a 2 minute green takes red or any 5, 15, or hourly trigger CT. Love it. Algo bounces Baxter. Love it. One and done. Mark 1, 2 minute 8 and 21 breaks. Nice, Eddie. Know your limit 21, 8, 5 minute VWAP. Both Mark 1 and 2 minute green takes red. 1 minute portal. Haven't done Mark 5 for weeks, actually. I haven't been doing Mark 5 either, unless I could portal on it. What I've noticed about a lot of the Mark 5s is you have a lot of 2 minute green takes reds that are the same thing as the 5 minute trigger. Just noticed it recently. Yeah, so those are your answers. A lot of people sharing what they like right now. Good stuff. Hey, Mark. Thanks for everything this week. I really enjoyed the live Newsbeat room and all the 7 p.m. sessions. They'll keep going. That's not an open house thing. That is just our thing. I feel like I've gotten more value from this free week of training than I've gotten from previous programs I paid for from other people in the industry, which blows my mind. That is a very common thing people tell me. And I'm not coming from a conceited point. I'm just coming from a point of it's amazing what can happen when somebody is actually doing the right thing for you, fighting for you, in which they know is the right way for you to succeed, to fight for you, to do the right thing by you. Yeah, I'm with you. You know, I plan to join the Newsbeat live team, so my question is for you and other members that are already in the room. Here is some background on me. I'll be funding a Charles Schwab account with $2,000. Due to my current job, I'll only be able to trade for the first hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of the day. What strategy of yours do you think I should focus on, or that you feel like you would focus on if you were in my situation? Keep in mind, once I feel confident in my trading, I can up my account balance to 10 to 15,000, which I think will help me get some more trades in. But I really want to make sure I have it down before adding extra money. Is that the right mindset? I think so. Any tips? Always get confident before you start throwing money somewhere. If that's your mindset, yeah, definitely. Any tips from you or the team would be super, super helpful. Thanks again. Um, very, very, very simply here, look. Very simply here, look. Um, I would probably paper trade the Mark One and the 2 minute green takes red and a portal the Mark One to the 2 minute green takes red in this environment. And we have free videos on that, so don't be like that sounds confusing as F. Yeah, but we offer you these, you know, and you asked me why because I know you guys would pay thousands and thousands of dollars for that free video because of its value. But if you want to know why I give it for free, look at this dude. He wants to join the room. He's funding with $2,000. He's going to join this room, probably signs up for an annual, which is a comparable, it's less money than 2000 I think with the deal now, more on the website, but it's a percentage of his account to say the least. How is this guy going to pay for all this stuff while working full time and dropping money on all these courses? That's why I give the courses for free. So people like him can get on his feet easily without a super duper expensive price of entry. And that's why we give you a lot of stuff for free. I would try the Mark 1, 2 minute green takes red, and the 1 minute to the 2 minute green takes red as a portal. And welcome to the family. Mark, I know this was long and that you put so much time and effort into it. It was to see your face during the day from time to time. It was also amazing to see you this afternoon back in the room. You have put your heart and soul into helping us become successful traders. I truly can't thank you enough for your efforts in making me a better person and a better person at home. I think the open house attendees saw the test Tessel you, and if they want, I think the open house attendees saw the something in me, and if they want to become better traders but do not join, it would have nothing to do with you and your efforts. Thank you. You have built an amazing room, and I am blessed that I have found it, and I'm so thankful for you. Have a great evening and wonderful weekend. I'm serious about coming to see you this summer. I'll be in DC early to mid-June. We will have to take a drive and see you. Person who wrote this, look, thanks for the kind words. I'll tell you, I am only as good as the people around me. The help, the community, the love, the charity, everyone around me, the good karma of the people around me, that's what makes this room what it is. Believe me. It goes well beyond me. How many people reach out and try to help? How many people have you make videos and call people on the phone and share and just that's what makes this room great. And I'm honored to be part of this community. It goes well beyond me. All right, so he's saying I would appreciate not having it shared since I'm a shy type. All right, so I won't share this email. Next. I hope the people writing these emails know that I answer them during a video and don't type it in. I can bring you so much more value this way. Okay, so I've noticed in the open house a lot of times you're watching a four pane window which looks like a 1, 2, 5 in daily chart. That's correct. It looks like that. With the 1 minute on the top left here, 5 minute on the top right, two on the bottom left, daily on the bottom right. Correct. Would you be able to share these two layouts as well, please? Yes, I can. I'm assuming each one of these chart layouts have different indicators or whatnot, and I'm a visual learner. Sure. I do ask a lot of questions, which I'll apologize for in advance. No need. However, once I understand something, I retain it well, and I'm going to put in the work to take as much out of these courses newsroom as possible. As far as TC2000 in the top right, I see 3 hours, and I heard this morning you said keep it on regular hours always. Correct. Is that correct, or should I be changing it based on the timing of day, meaning if it's pre-market includes the pre-market? So what I do is um, I have my setting on my charts for I leave them all on never, but I use one chart here only outside of normal market hours. So you could leave them on outside of normal market hours if you want. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I mean, I could easily send you my layout. Is there's I think I have to go to TC2000 and I'll share it with this is the layout on what you're insinuating. So file, share layout, copy to clipboard. I'm going to reply to you with the layout and I'm going to share it in the alert window in the Newsbeat live room right now. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Next one. Hey, Mark, between us, well, I'm sharing your email now. I didn't know what you were going to write. Between us, I appreciate the hell out of what you do for traders. I needed this more from a psychological point than anything. The majority of trading is psychology. Of course you do. Excited to join your service. Cheers. Welcome to our family, brother. Thank you. Okay, next one. June will be 1 year in the room. The time does fly, but it's been great to be a part of your service and family. I do know I don't take the full advantage of direct access to you. I just finished a mile-long email, but I am not going to send it. I hate talking about myself or asking for help, but I need your help to conquer this and need to force myself to be the one who asks. I have learned a lot, and I know I can do this. I have had moments of glory, but I'm going to say I self sabotage myself when it comes to intraday trading, and I know without the trades you will want some deeper info. But instead of the mile long email, I will freely say, and this was a hard pill to accept, I bear the world's weight in my life. I expected this to be a lot easier for me to master, like anything I want to, but I can't break this execution, hesitation, doubt, tilting from work, etc. There said, I know you legally can't tell me to do anything, not can, but can't tell me to do anything. So here we go. Does this make sense based on other emails you answers? But does this make sense? To have you fix me in our second year together, put $4,000 back in Schwab. I have a Fidelity for a long-term position. Obviously, I can't tell you to put money anywhere. I don't know what your account looks like, but okay. I'm reading what you're saying. Paper trade while it all transfers. Yes, paper trade to garner the confidence. Only use Thinkorswim for charts and indicators if you want. If you don't want to use my charts, fine. I can, tell you what charting software to use. I do recommend TC2000 so we're clear. Start with the Newsbeat Live 9 you post and follow the room conviction only. I like the idea. It's what I follow. Use my daily buying power 50% for the first high conviction strat play and 50% for possible news. I'm assuming that you're going to be doing a cash account with options. Why not figure out one strategy you're good at as opposed to feeling that you have to catch that and the news, or just do the news, or just do this? And once you paper trade and figure out what you're good at, why would you even cut it to 50%? Why wouldn't you do 5% or 10% or 15% and do a bunch more trades? Maybe 50-50 is right for you. I'm just asking a question where you came up with these numbers. Either way, done my time, 11 a.m. and less news. I've been doing this for the past few weeks. Yeah, I've been, as the other person said, going dark, but I'm just not talking. Send you my trades from above the daily to know where I need improvement. You're always welcome to send me your trades. Be more room involved only if you wish. Most of the people don't participate in the room, but that's up to everyone. End of the year or sooner, slam a charity of Mark's desire to pay it forward, and not $100 donation. Help the next struggling person. I love those two things. If you want the mile long, I did save that mess. I detail my day life work trading. Of course, whoops. Of course, if you have a better idea, I'm all yours. Okay. Thank you for your email, brother. I have nothing but love for you. Um, I have nothing but love for you. I'll be there for you. We're practically neighbors. I mean, you're in Staten Island, near Jersey, and I'm in Jersey, not too far from Staten Island. Um, I think we need to do a big meetup in Manhattan, and I think that would be good for a lot of you, yourself very included there. Hello, Mark. I always look forward to a small tax refund every year after filing my taxes. This year I owe 52,000 to the IRS and 12,000 to my state, which I paid off with a heavy heart. This is all because of you in this room. How can you let this happen? Love you, Mark. So much for your return, bro. Keep up the good work. Oh, God, that's funny shit. Um, okay. All right. So, what do you guys think? Are any of you really on the fence? You could say it. I do this 20 minutes before the big Golden Gate shot. Harry, you're funny. No, but seriously, type in 55 if you're on the fence. I might say don't join. I think last open house, I think 10 people asked, I think, or 15 people asked. I think all but three of them, I said three of them joined and the rest not to. You guys are trolling me. But seriously, like, is anybody on the fence about joining? Does anybody want to know? Here, I'll take questions in chat right now. Are any of you honestly thinking, why you, welcome back, Wanda. Much love, girl. Like I don't think people really understand like how much I connect with people and it's really crazy. It's really crazy. And just keep trying to do good for people and whatnot, and just really just go off and help them as much as humanly possible. You know, like obviously Wanda, you were that what like I know Dave and Harry are obviously, um, but Wanda, you're that lady from Boca, right? You're the lady from Boca who wanted to who got your just recently got your COVID vaccine, right? It's a connection. You're none of you are a number. Some people are always surprised how much like I remember about them. Some people are always surprised, like, damn, you remember that? I'm like, well, look how many hours I'm investing in you. It'd be kind of weird if I didn't know who you were. Like, honestly, I'd walk by you in the street. I wouldn't recognize. I'd walk right by you and not recognize your face. But like, I like know who you are in the room. Like, 'cause I don't see your face. Like, I have an idea of what Harry and Dave look like, but I still might walk by. Who knows? Some of you guys look crazy after COVID. Like, some of you guys look like rabbis, and you have like the long beards and stuff, and the crazy like I haven't, received a haircut in years type of look. I hope you can get $110 worth of value out of the room, Seb. I definitely am rooting for you, bro. I hope you can. Can I teach you how to draw a trend line someday? Joe, get it now, Joe. Have a trading counselor reach out to you right now, Joe. You could take the trend line course at a deep discount. That's how I teach trend lines. It's like, what is it, a 3 hour course or so? A little less, a little more. It's so important. It's like, I don't know how much it is. It could be 50, 100, $200. I don't know. It's cheap though. I did tattoo. I branded Meshuggah. I just never wanted to lose him, and I could, I put a QR code on the back of his neck. I just scan him with my phone, and I know it's him. Do I play video games? I do play video games. If you email info at t3live.com, because they're answering last second emails right now, you'll still be saved. They'll still see that you emailed them. If they don't get back to you until technically Saturday, which is like in 19 minutes from now, you'll still lock in the deals. Are any counselors here? Any counselors still available here? Looking for a trading counselor. We're here. They're here. You can reach out to them. I'm sure they are loving life right now instead of spending time going out or with family or with loved ones. I am the destroyer of their Friday nights during the open house. Nothing destroys their Friday night like a Newsbeat open house. I love you girls. I feel bad. I'm just hearing word from the trading counselors. All of them accept gift cards. They all accept gift cards to Nordstrom's, each and every one of them. So feel free to email them your gift cards. Don't be shy. New phones. Um, there's there were older promotions because he joined before. Don't look at it like that. What time is coffee hour? Coffee time? Usually coffee time is like 8:39. I usually tweet it out. If you have Twitter, how many people joined and they want free Twitter access? A $2,000 value for being a Newsbeat Live member. Where is it? Where is it? I have it somewhere. Can't find it. Thanks, Praveen. Appreciate you, bro. There it is. So, Oh no, that's Jeff Cooper's. No, that's Jeff Cooper's one. Here's the Newsbeat one. Here, do this one. I'll delete yours. That's the Newsbeat one. So just follow me and fill it out. No doubt, Justin. Cheers, brother. Harry, is CT drinking alone here? What the hell, man? Goodness. I believe Patrick is doing fine. I think he's working with Derek now in his room and doing other stuff for T3. So, doing A-okay. We didn't allow Jessica to sign up for the room. We actually asked her how many cats she has currently, and she said zero. Banned. Market crashes May 1st. You're welcome. Joe reaching out. Cool. Yeah, you got like, make sure you write that email if you are interested now. Info at t3live.com if you want to lock in. Brian and Amy are still here, Eddie. They're still here. Amy, yep, they're still here. They're still members. They just don't talk that much. Yeah, but for sure, outside of that, people do come and go in the industry. It's heartbreaking for me. So many people, that I invested time in and love. And it's not only, so, a lot of them are making money. Some of them just don't have, you know, for whatever reason, they have to, take a break, take care of a sick one, God forbid, during this crisis, and they just stop trading. He's a prop trader now. I don't think there is such a thing as an average person, Austin. What video games do I play at the moment, or like of all time, and like what I've played a lot of in the past, which I don't play anymore? What do I currently? I play Magic the Gathering Arena. I play Dota 2. I can play some Street Fighter. Shout out to Strixhaven. Miss Pac-Man. I don't think she's trading right now. She's taking a break. She's taking a break, Harry. Welcome, Rye Guy. Yeah, my friends play Smash, Super Smash Brothers. Play Ryu in Super Smash Brothers. Some Street Fighter old school like that. And of course, Kirby, so I could suck at the game and still win by staying within the arena. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, I had a corner bodega too growing up, giving mad money to Street Fighter 2, bro. I feel you, J-Rod. I've, bro, I have given up so much money into that machine. Like you wouldn't believe. Have a great one, Wanda. Yeah, I played Mad Mortal Kombat. Man, remember when Mortal Kombat first came out? You know what they did? They filmed people doing the moves. Like those were human actors and actresses doing those moves. They filmed them. Of course, I remember TurboGrafx 16, Bonk's Adventure. Of course, I do. Yep, you can watch the new Mortal Kombat movie on Dun, ta, da, dun, dun, I could just hit the play button and watch it at any time. Love you, HBO Max. HBO stock. I guess, no, just HBO Max. Reading in Big Trouble in Little China. I haven't watched the Street Fighter. I haven't watched High Score. You know what I realized about Street Fighter 2? You want to know my take on it? Everybody who played Street Fighter 2 always knew somebody who was the best at Street Fighter 2. But every time I meet one of those people, they all sucked at Street Fighter 2. Why is that? Don't get it. Just my shit talking hardcore gamer side coming out. Oh, if I could go back 20, somebody asked me that yesterday. If you could go back to your 18-year-old self and say three words, what would it be? I answered this on Facebook the other day. My answer was all in Bitcoin. That's what I would tell myself. Mark, I'm you from Mark, I'm you from the future. Whoa. Oh, you're still a sexy son of a bitch. No shit. You kept it going. Listen to me, young Mark. Oh my God, what? Shut up and listen to me. All in Bitcoin. And then I disappear. What's this Bitcoin? It's trading at 8 thousandths of a penny? The hell is this bullshit? I guess I'll throw a couple thousand at it, by like 50 to 100,000 of them. I don't know. What's this shit going to be worth? Be worth a lot more than that if I had that information. I'd be the richest person on the planet. You know how it goes, Minecraft, brother. What games do you play now? I remember, J-Rod. What was the real price of that pizza? $600 million. I could play some Galaga and Defender. I could go old school, Mark. Smash Brothers and PUBG. Farm Simulator. Cool. Good stuff. Minecraft. Good stuff. Yeah, Defender is mad old. PUBG is cool. I like Team Fortress 2 and Counter Strike. Those were good first person shooters. Really good. 3 minutes. Email info@t3live.com. Info@t3live.com. Lock in your rate. Just email them, say, I'm interested, lock in my rate. Somebody will get back to you. Somebody will get back to you. My personal opinion on tattoos, they're poisoning your liver. You're literally trapping ink between the upper and lower epidermis of your skin. Blood flows through there still. The more blood that flows through there, you're adding very micro amounts of toxins through your body, and they're not healthy. People have them, like, they look cool. I like the way they look. I mean, from a health perspective, are you talking my personal opinion? Yeah, I heard that story, J Rod. And email info at T3Live, Miss Sugar. Harry has a sugar rush. Talking about CT drinking. Hey, Mom, my pee is really yellow this morning. Have I ever lived in Cali? Nope. I've been to Cali. All right. Um, no doubt, Minecraft. You don't have to be sorry. It's all good, brother. Yo. Um, all right. I love you guys immensely. I love you guys immensely. Happy trading, make money. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for coffee time on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. I want to thank you for being part of this open house. Thank you for those hanging up with us late right now on Facebook and YouTube. I have nothing but love for you all as well. I love you, gals. Thank you for spending your evening with us.